Whew. Remember the first video when I was like all like revved up and my hair was brushed and I was put together? Well, that was 20 days ago. All right, so now on lesson 21, this is all you get. The honeymoon is over with A Course in Miracles. It's time to get to work now. Today is I am determined to see things differently. So we're getting specific now. We're doing, I think, 5 practice periods today for like about a minute. I think so. Listen or reread your lesson if you need to. But no, now you don't even get eye contact. Okay, no, now I'm just all over the place. But guess what? It's all right, because I am determined to see things differently. So yesterday I was determined to see. Now getting specific to see things differently. So I'm using specific people, specific situations, specific emotions. Because the lesson said even like a little bit of annoyance is just a veil, just a cover up for this intense fury that could actually be there. So we don't want any of that. We don't want none of that. All right, so that's the lesson today. I am determined to see things differently. I am determined to see cookies differently. Whatever it is. Oh my God, and I actually made cookies last night. Okay, maybe that's why I'm so tired and grumpy today. Was there anything else I wanted to say about the lesson? Probably not. All right, so even the slightest bit of distortion is too much distortion. We want to clean it up. So it's time to get busy. It's time to get to work. And let me just tell you what Jesus said. So Tina Jesus, what's up? Number 21, you are determined. So that's good. That's the good news. The other news is you are determined to see differently. And the reason we use the word differently is because some of the shit, and that's me, not Jesus, is not correct. All right, so some of the things that we are seeing are not correct. That's why we are making the intention to see things differently. So your job, your only friggin' job, is to be willing. All right? The world will change if you are willing to be determined to see differently. That's it. No pressure, just be willing. Now, the ego is going to freak out and argue about this. The ego is going to pull some tricks out. Why? Because the ego wants to keep you away from being willing. The ego wants you to keep you away from other beings to keep you safe. The ego is all about keeping you safe, but the ego is a son of a bitch, and actually it's making you sick. Separation is making you sick. So that's why we need to unite. We need to come together. We need to be willing to see things differently. Jesus also said it's a really good day to remember your reasons why you even started A Course in Miracles. Yeah, there's a few of you that I held a gun up to your head and I'm forcing you to hang out with me, but there is another part of doing A Course in Miracles that you were drawn to, right? So you got to think, well, why did I even start this? For me, it was to be less of a judgmental bitch, less of a JB, okay? I want to be happy. I want peace. I want love. I really, really would like to actually have a real experience in this lifetime. I'm tired. I want to go back to God, whatever. Whatever your reason is for starting A Course in Miracles, remember it. Remember why you wanted to have your mind changed. This gives you motivation and encouragement and an insight. And then when you revisit your why and remember your why and your reasons, it's going to give you more hope against the challenges of the ego. So you won't cave into the ego's plea to quit and stay in separation. The ego's like, these lessons are dumb. You don't want to join minds with people. Are you fucking crazy? Like, stay separated and safe. All right. So anyways, get it in your head why you want to do this, because it's possibly going to get more challenging for you and you need to know your why. Jesus also challenged you to share this video. Well, it was actually his video, or this one, or any video that's letting people know what you have been up to and what you're reading about and what you're gaining. And he basically called all our asses out because, well, okay, here's the thing. Share because you care. You want to help people who are suffering. You don't know who needs to find A Course in Miracles, but it's like, why wouldn't you share this gift to humanity? Are you afraid of being judged? So Jesus totally called you out. He was like, yo, bro, if fearing judgment are you afraid to share this video, man? Well, then it seems like that you care more about what others think than for the health and well-being of your fellow brothers and sisters, your fellow humans. He basically called you a pussy and saying, if you are afraid to share a video, well, wow, that's some lurking BS in your mind. Maybe it's time to fix it. Maybe it's time to get over what other people think about you. If you're fearing judgment so much that you don't even want to share this video that has helped you so much, just calling you out, man, that you care about what people think way too much. As a matter of fact, you care more about what other people think than for the health and well-being of your fellow humans. So get over it, fix it, heal it. Remember who you are. You're here to help. Okay. That's Jesus, though, man. He be rowdy today. And then the Pathways of Light is super duper long, and I'm just gonna sit with you and listen. But I just listened to it once this morning and doodled, and I love the part where it's like, what I see in you is what I'm gonna see in me. So it behooves me to love you. It behooves me to see the best in you. It really is to my benefit not to hate your ass. So we want to see love. We want to see light. I want to see joy in you, because then I'm going to see joy in me. And if I can see peace in you, then I will see that peace in me. So love, light, joy, peace, all that good stuff. What I see in you is what I see in me. Pathwaysoflight.org. Welcome to the reading, A Course in Miracles Workbook, Lesson 21, Insights. I am determined to see things differently. I'm determined to see things differently. I am determined to allow the Holy Spirit to show me in every given moment what is really happening. I accept that my true nature is of abundance, well-being, and love, and that the only thing that separates me from that experience is the limited way in which I see things, myself and others. So I surrender to the fact that I need guidance because of my limited vision. I surrender, not because I'm bad or guilty, but because I choose to remember my innocence and my unity with love. So when I am determined to see, I am assisting love in the healing process, which is my only function. It's not my job to create abundance, security, safety. It's already been created. I've only been hiding myself from it. When I am determined to see things differently, I am inviting help to let the truth in about my freedom and experience of it. I can trust in every moment. A sincere willingness will bring me closer to the remembrance and experience of who we really are. I am determined to see things differently means I am willing to see God everywhere. Beyond the veil of illusions and separation is the real love in my brothers and myself. I am determined to see this love in place of any thought of separation. I am determined to allow Spirit to show me the innocence and unity of my one self in all the sonship. I hold to love, and this seeing creates a new world. If I find myself holding even a twinge of anger, I have found it is helpful to ask, how does Jesus see this situation? Or, Jesus, how do you see this person? Show me. Then it is helpful for me to be quiet and listen, letting go of my preconceived ideas. It is also helpful for me to remember, I do not know what anything, including this, means. I am open to be shown by the Holy Spirit. I know that understanding comes to the quiet mind. I am willing to allow my mind to be quiet a while and to be shown how to see things differently. I am willing to recognize that I do not know on my own and that I need help. There is a source of love that always resides in my mind. I am willing to go to that source and be taught how to see things differently. Grievances are a form of anger. Sometimes I don't even realize I'm holding a grievance. One way it shows up is when I get upset because it's the third time something happened. I obviously have been counting, and I have been holding the first time as a grievance, even though I told myself it didn't bother me until the third time. It's interesting to observe the little ways the ego tries to disguise this anger and hide the anger from conscious awareness. If we were truly aware of all the anger we hold, it would be intolerable, and we would immediately seek to do something about it. We would turn to love because it would be very clear that anger does not serve us. That is why it is important for us to realize that there is no difference between a minor irritation and an intense fury. Any thought that holds us separate from our source and our brother is equally untrue, but also equally destructive to our awareness of the truth. This is why it is important to be determined to see things differently. It is not up to us how to see things differently, only to be willing. The how is provided by the Holy Spirit in our minds, but we cannot receive it if we are not willing. The willingness opens the door to complete release from fear and return to our home in love. As I sit in stillness and allow my true self to be more present, I realize that the thoughts coming from my subconscious are not me. I look at them in amazement. They are all concocted to be problems out there. This person, that situation. Yet I can think differently about this person or that situation from day to day. These thoughts cannot be real and true, but I have made them, and so I must look at them. As I become more and more comfortable with allowing my true self to be in conscious awareness, my focus shifts from seeing differently outside to seeing differently inside. It is my true self who sees with Christ eyes, who sees with love. If I can see that this is so, that it all happens inside myself, I can allow my mind to be healed from the seeming wound of its splintering into separate parts. There are no separate parts. There is only one. I am whole and never was anything else. I am determined to see oneness in all I see. I give to Holy Spirit in each moment, and this true seeing can be mine. After working with the lesson, I quieted my mind and received the following message from Holy Spirit. When one begins to look at things differently, the healing process has begun. You don't need to be in a hurry and think it has to happen right now. Be patient with yourself, just as Spirit has been patient with you. Ask and you shall receive. Therefore, don't forget to ask. Ask Spirit to tell you how to see this person or situation differently. Your answers will come to you. Be assured of that. When I begin to see things differently, the world outside of me and others will also see things differently. For one thing, they will see me differently because I am. I am no longer carrying around the negative thinking or anger that I did before because I chose to see things differently. As I change my thoughts and see things differently, so does my world change. What a gift. As I see a happy you, I can see a happy me. As I see a kind you, I can see a kind me. As I see a light-filled you, I can see a light-filled me. As I see a peaceful you, I can see a peaceful me. As I see a joyful you, I can see a joyful me. For what I see in you, I see in me. pathwaysoflight.org. What if I see the dope in you, then I'm going to see the dope in me. That's how it works. So if I choose to criticize you, to hate you, guess what I'm going to see in me? All the stuff I don't like. Yeah. So if I choose to see like all your errors, then I'm going to have a real tough week, that day, that moment, because I'm going to be so aware of my own errors. So yeah, it really does behoove me to like you and see the light in you and see the love in you and see the peace in you and see the joy in you. Whatever I see in you, I'm going to see in me. So there you go. Maybe your reason for doing A Course in Miracles is pretty selfish. Well, I would just really like to like my life, and I would like to like myself and how I'm experiencing, and hey, whatever. Just get your game plan, because the ego is not gonna enjoy it any more than it already hasn't. As a matter of fact, the ego could get worse and crazier and really try to give you decoys and distractions and its reasons for you to quit. So anyways, we made it to lesson 21. So good job. I would say we are definitely determined. So anyways, on that note, high five.